There are 11 million tons of plastic waste at the bottom of the seas and oceans. In a new study, scientists estimated how much plastic waste ends up at the bottom of the ocean. According to calculations, there may be as much as 11 million tons of plastic waste there. The estimates were made by scientists from the Australian CISRO, Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation, and the University of Toronto in Canada. As indicated in a publication published in the journal, Deep Sea Research Part 1 Oceanographic Research Papers, there are as many as 11 million tons of plastic waste at the bottom of the oceans. In a press release published by CISRO, scientists indicate that a truckload of plastic garbage enters the ocean every minute. But plastic use is expected to double by 2040. So understanding how and where waste goes is crucial to protecting marine ecosystems and wildlife. Dr. Denise Hardesty from CSIRO, co-author of the study, said it was the first estimate of how much plastic waste ends up on the ocean floor, where it accumulates before being broken down into smaller pieces and mixed with ocean sediment. We know that millions of tons of plastic waste end up in our oceans every year, but we didn't know how much of this pollution ended up at the bottom, said Dr. Hardesty. Estimates of microplastics lying at the bottom of the seas and oceans have already been the subject of research, but in the new work, scientists also included larger items, such as plastic bags or plastic cups. We found that the ocean floor has become the resting place for most plastic pollution. It is estimated that between 3 and 11 million tons of plastic reach the bottom of the ocean, admitted Dr. Hardesty. In their work, researchers built 2 predictive models to estimate the amount and distribution of plastics on the ocean floor, one based on data from remotely operated vehicles and the other on data from minesweepers. Based on data from remotely operated underwater vehicles, it is estimated that there are between 3 and 11 million tons of plastic pollution on the ocean floor. This data also shows that this garbage is mainly concentrated around continents. About half, 46%, of the estimated mass of plastic trash on the ocean floor is found at depths of more than 200 meters. The rest has sunk to the depths. Although inland seas cover a much smaller area than oceans, 11% compared to 56%, research shows that these areas contain as much plastic waste at the bottom as much larger oceans. These findings help fill a long-standing knowledge gap about the behavior of plastics in the marine environment, said Alice Zhu of the University of Toronto, who led the study. Understanding how plastic debris travels and accumulates in the deep ocean will help inform source reduction and remediation efforts, thereby reducing the risk that plastic pollution may pose to marine life, Zhu added. The Mediterranean diet has a positive effect on our brain. Obesity negatively affects many organs in our body. This also applies to the brain, which results in the acceleration of its aging processes. but this can be remedied. Scientists in Israel have found that following a diet rich in vegetables, fruit, fish and whole grains, such as the Mediterranean diet, and losing weight with it can slow the signs of accelerated brain aging. We are what we eat. And this also applies to our brain, the condition of which we can take care of with an appropriate diet. Recent research shows that the Mediterranean diet has a particularly beneficial effect on it. What's more, it can even influence his biological age. The description and results of the research were published in the journal, eLife. Studies in which the chronological age of the brain was estimated based on neuroimaging showed accelerated aging of the organ in people with obesity. However, until now it was unclear how this estimate would be affected by weight loss following diet and lifestyle changes. There can be a significant difference between chronological and biological age. Chronological age is counted from the date of birth. Biological age is determined by the aging of body functions. Age reflects the health of a person's cells and tissues and can be influenced by disease, lifestyle, environmental factors, and more. We have no influence on chronological age, but we can influence biological age. To some extent, we even have the opportunity to reverse these unfavorable processes. And one of the ways to do this is a proper diet. The key to success is to eat as little processed products as possible while ensuring that our diet includes enough vegetables, seafood and whole grain products. The result of following such recommendations is weight loss and slowing down the aging process of the brain. When the brains of people who followed the Mediterranean diet for 18 months were scanned, it was found that they appeared to be as much as 9 months younger than what was expected in terms of their chronological age. 102 people took part in a detailed study on the impact of this diet on brain health. In each of these people, magnetic resonance imaging of the brain was performed both at the beginning and after 18 months. Their liver function, cholesterol levels and body weight were also examined. During these 18 months, participants followed one of 3 diets: a Mediterranean diet with plenty of nuts, fish and poultry instead of red meat, a Mediterranean diet with supplements such as green tea, and a healthy diet based on available recommendations. However, their brain age was estimated using an algorithm, trained on 300 people, which precisely made such estimates based on the connections existing in the brain. On average, all study participants lost approximately 2.3 kilograms. It was estimated that up to 1% weight loss resulted in a person's brain appearing approximately 9 months younger than their chronological age. Some evidence also suggested to scientists that the Mediterranean diet may have a positive effect on memory in older people. However, slowing down brain aging has also been associated, for example, with lower levels of liver fat. However, the study in question was affected by certain factors that may distort the results. First of all, it was mainly attended by men. Moreover, before it started, they completed online questionnaires in which they described their eating habits and lifestyle, so they could decide which information they would disclose. Moreover, as part of the research, everyone received free access to the gym. However, this does not change the fact that nutrition affects our health and, consequently, the health and functioning of the brain.